Senior Health Secret: one tiny habit that rebuilds muscle after 60. Welcome to Senior Healthy Tips 50, where we walk beside you on your journey to live healthier, happier, and more independently at every age. Today, I have a simple question, but one that just might change your senior years forever. Can just one small daily habit really help someone over 60 regain the strength they had at 40? Sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? Some people might smile and say, "That's not possible. Getting older means getting weaker, right?" But others, especially the super-agers, once struggled to stand up from a chair, lost their balance often. And yet, after just a few weeks of practicing one simple habit, they reclaimed their agility, independence, and even that youthful spark they thought was gone forever. And here's the surprise: no medications, no expensive gym memberships, no strict dieting, just one small action a day, but powerful enough to wake up the sleeping muscles inside you. Whether you're 65, 75, or even 85, because here's the truth: muscles don't disappear because of age. They fade away because we stop using them the right way. And if you're thinking, "I'm too old to start over," then you'll want to stay with us until the very end. Because what you're about to hear may completely change how you see your own body. But before we dive into this incredible habit, please hit that like button, share this video with your friends, and don't forget to subscribe to Senior Healthy Tips 50+, so we can keep creating high-quality content just for your health and well-being. And we'd love to hear from you. What's your age? And what do you find most challenging when it comes to staying physically strong? Drop a comment below, because your story could inspire thousands of people just like you. Are you ready? Let's begin this journey to rebuild your strength, to live not just longer, but stronger, freer, and more alive, just like you did at 40. Start now. 1. Sarcopenia, the silent thief of senior strength. Have you ever noticed? Just a few years ago, you could step out into your garden with ease, bend down to tie your shoes without a sharp pain in your back, or climb 3 steps without gasping for air. And then, somehow, over time, your legs feel heavier, your balance isn't what it used to be, and that quiet sense of losing control begins to slip into your daily life. That is the silent sign of sarcopenia, age-related muscle loss. After age 60, especially once we enter our 70s, the body can lose between 1 to 3% of muscle mass each year if no proper intervention is made. Losing muscle doesn't just make you weaker. It takes away your balance, your reflexes, and eventually, your independence. According to the CDC, over 300,000 seniors are hospitalized every year due to falls. And most of those falls, caused by legs no longer strong enough to maintain balance in the most ordinary moments. Imagine a 78-year-old woman. She used to be a school teacher, and every morning she walked to the corner store to buy the newspaper. Today, she needs a cane just to get up from a chair, and a small slip could mean a broken hip, something Harvard research says can raise the risk of death by up to 20% within a year. What's heartbreaking is this: most seniors believe, "I'm old, it's normal to get weaker." But that's not the truth. Muscle loss isn't inevitable. It's a process that can be slowed down, even reversed. Scientists call sarcopenia a preventable syndrome. Not because it's rare, but because the solution is already within reach, yet too often ignored. Here's the key. You don't need to be a bodybuilder. You don't need to eat like an athlete. But if you don't actively maintain your muscles, you are slowly losing the very foundation of your independence. Because muscle does more than help us move. It drives metabolism, stabilizes blood sugar, supports your immune system, and even protects your mental health. A long-term study in Europe found that older adults with low muscle mass were 47% more likely to experience depression. Why? Because losing strength often leads to losing self-worth. Simple things like cooking a meal or dressing yourself become frustrating challenges. Sarcopenia doesn't knock loudly. It arrives quietly. A slower step, a sore knee when standing. Until one day, you can't remember the last time you stood on strong legs, but there is hope, and more importantly, action must start today, not when things feel too far gone. All it takes is one simple daily habit, one small decision to begin. You can slow muscle aging. You can protect your flexibility, your freedom, and your dignity in the later chapters of life. 2. Understand clearly, act correctly. Over 93% of older adults unintentionally lose muscle every day, not because they don't care about their health, but because they're unaware of the proper methods to preserve strength. Many people over 60 dismiss feeling weaker, slower, or needing breaks as just aging. But the truth is, it's not age. It's a lack of knowledge and the wrong habits. Research from Harvard Medical School shows that seniors who follow proper nutrition and exercise routines can regain up to 40% of lost muscle strength in just 12 weeks. According to the Mayo Clinic, muscle loss is not inevitable. It results from inactivity and poor dietary habits. Unfortunately, healthcare systems focus more on treating diseases than preventing them, so very few doctors take the time to guide seniors on muscle preservation. Simple steps can make a huge difference in just a few months, such as consuming 25-30 grams of protein per meal, doing 10-second isometric holds daily to activate muscles, getting 10 minutes of morning sun for vitamin D, drinking enough water to prevent muscle breakdown. Mrs. Helen, 81, started making small changes like adding eggs to breakfast and doing light squats. In 3 months, she no longer needed a walker and now walks 2 laps around her house every morning. Muscle preservation is about more than physical strength. It's key to maintaining freedom, dignity, and mental health. The difference between staying independent at 80 and losing autonomy at 65 is knowing and acting on the right information. When guided by knowledge and the belief in your ability to choose strength, no small action is ever meaningless. 3. Hormetic stress. Controlled discomfort for longevity. A little controlled discomfort can actually preserve your youth and muscle strength after 60. Hormetic stress involves brief, mild stressors like cold showers, saunas, or intermittent fasting, which act as biological triggers to activate repair and longevity genes. These small daily changes help maintain muscle mass, improve mobility, and enhance overall health. Cold showers. Cold exposure, like ending your shower with 30 seconds of cold water, stimulates the production of adiponectin, a hormone that helps burn fat and prevent muscle breakdown. It also activates brown fat, which boosts metabolism and reduces inflammation. Just 30 to 60 seconds of cold water can trigger muscle regeneration, offering a natural reset for your nervous and hormonal systems. Saunas. A 20-year Finnish study found that seniors who used the sauna 4 to 7 times a week reduced muscle loss by up to 40% and improved blood flow to limbs. Saunas stimulate heat shock proteins that protect muscle cells from damage and speed up recovery. These proteins act as cell assistants, keeping muscles from deteriorating as we age. Intermittent fasting. Intermittent fasting, like eating in an 8-hour window and fasting for 16 hours, triggers autophagy, your body's process of cleaning out damaged cells and regenerating muscle tissue. A study found that seniors practicing intermittent fasting for 10 weeks improved muscle function by 10%, with additional benefits like improved blood sugar and blood pressure. Why should seniors use Hormetic stress? Hormetic stress requires no gym memberships, no medications, and minimal cost. It's a simple lifestyle shift with the potential to reverse age-related muscle loss and improve overall health. Start small. Try cold water on your face, spend 15 minutes in a sauna once a week, or eat dinner earlier. These changes can help your body naturally rewind age, one step at a time. 4. Protein timing is key. Seniors know protein builds muscle, but when you eat, it is just as important as how much. Without protein in the morning, muscles stay starved after overnight breakdown. A study from the University of Texas found that seniors who ate 25-30 grams of protein at each meal, especially breakfast, gained muscle without supplements or workouts. Avoid the mistake of saving protein for dinner. Protein should be spread throughout the day. Muscles can only absorb protein effectively in a 34-hour window after meals. Skipping protein in the morning delays muscle recovery. More than muscles. Spreading protein improves energy, focus, memory, and helps control blood sugar. A Harvard study showed seniors who ate protein in the morning had faster reaction times and better focus. How to get 25 to 30 grams of protein per meal. Breakfast. 2 eggs, half a cup of Greek yogurt, 1 tablespoon of chia seeds equals 27 grams. Lunch. 100 grams of grilled chicken, half a cup of green beans, half a cup of quinoa equals 35 grams. Dinner. 1 slice of salmon, stir-fried veggies with sesame seeds equals 29 grams. Start with small changes like adding 1 egg, 1 tablespoon nut butter, or Greek yogurt to your meals. These tweaks can make a big difference, helping your body stay strong and efficient. 5. Vitamin D, the key to strength. Vitamin D is essential not only for bones but also for muscle strength, balance, mood, and longevity. Over 80% of people over 60 are deficient in vitamin D, often without knowing it. Deficiency effects. Vitamin D helps the body absorb calcium and build bone density. Without it, bones become weak, increasing fracture risk. Muscle recovery slows, leading to fatigue, weak legs, and balance issues. It affects the nervous and cardiovascular systems, raising stroke and heart disease risk. Robert's story. Robert, 76, suffered a shattered hip after tripping over a doorstep due to a vitamin D deficiency. Proper supplementation could have prevented this. Why seniors are deficient. Skin produces 50% less vitamin D after 60. Many avoid the sun due to skin cancer concerns. The body absorbs less vitamin D from food with age. Vitamin D and K2. Vitamin D boosts calcium absorption, but without vitamin K2, calcium may accumulate in arteries, leading to health risks. K2 is found in natto, egg yolks, and hard cheeses. Dosage and supplementation. Get a 25-OHD test to know your levels. Seniors typically need 2,000,000 IU day. Vitamin D3 with K2 MK7 is the most effective. Take after a fat-containing meal to aid absorption. Benefits of proper supplementation. Reduces fracture risk by 2,530%. Improves muscle strength and balance. Enhances mood and lowers depression risk. Stabilizes blood pressure and supports heart health. Research shows seniors with sufficient vitamin D levels have 25% stronger muscles and 33% fewer falls than those deficient. Don't let vitamin D deficiency affect your independence. 6. Chronic inflammation, the hidden muscle weakener. Chronic low-grade inflammation, or inflammaging, silently weakens muscles without symptoms like pain or swelling. A Tufts University study found that seniors with high inflammation lose muscle 3 times faster than those with low levels, even with similar diets and exercise. The role of sleep and diet. Poor sleep increases inflammation, but 78 hours a night can reduce it by up to 40%. Create a calming nighttime routine to boost melatonin, a natural anti-inflammatory. Eating a variety of plants, at least 30 types a week, supports gut health, which helps fight inflammation. Fermented foods like yogurt and kimchi further reduce inflammation, stabilize blood sugar, and improve sleep. Omega-3s and relaxation. Omega-3s from fatty fish or algae oil reduce inflammation, speed up muscle recovery, and protect the heart and joints. Taking 23 grams daily can improve grip strength and reduce inflammation. Relaxation practices, even short ones like box breathing, can lower cortisol, the stress hormone that worsens inflammation and muscle breakdown. Conclusion: chronic inflammation can silently drain muscle strength, even with good nutrition. Start addressing it today by improving sleep, diversifying your diet, and incorporating anti-inflammatory foods and practices. 7. Micronutrients, the quiet heroes behind strong muscles. You could eat enough protein and exercise daily, but if your body lacks essential micronutrients, all that effort may feel like building a house on sand. These nutrients don't get the spotlight like protein, carbs, or fats, but they play a critical role in turning protein into real, functioning muscle. Magnesium, the coordinator of over 300 biochemical reactions. Magnesium does more than just help you relax. It also participates directly in protein synthesis, supports proper muscle contraction and relaxation, helps prevent nighttime leg cramps, especially in older adults. Yet, over 70% of seniors are deficient in magnesium without knowing it, often due to low vegetable intake, diuretic use, or digestive issues. Best food sources: spinach, pumpkin, sunflower seeds, avocado, black beans, and a bit of pure dark chocolate. Vitamin B12, the guardian of nerves and muscle function. A lack of B12 can leave you feeling exhausted, but it can also weaken lower body muscles, cause hand tremors, numbness, and poor balance. Impair memory, since B12 helps produce the myelin that insulates nerves. Older adults absorb B12 less effectively, especially those taking acid reducers, PPIs, or metformin. Top sources: eggs, salmon, chicken liver, dairy, or methylcobalamin supplements for better absorption. Zinc, a tiny mineral with a huge role. Zinc helps support natural testosterone production, which indirectly maintains muscle. Boost recovery after physical activity. Fight oxidative stress and protect muscle tissue. You'll find zinc in oysters, clams, lean beef, pumpkin seeds, and whole grains. Selenium and trace minerals, the shield against free radicals. Selenium, chromium, and manganese, though needed in small amounts, help neutralize free radicals that damage muscle cells. Improve insulin sensitivity, so nutrients get into muscle cells more efficiently. Reduce chronic inflammation and enhance energy metabolism. Seniors are more prone to deficiencies due to low food variety, poor absorption, or multiple medications. What you can do: get regular blood tests to check levels of vitamin D, B12, magnesium, zinc, and CRP. Inflammation. Focus on a variety of whole foods. Use supplements only under medical advice. Avoid self-medicating with multivitamins. Excessive intake of some, like zinc or iron, can be harmful. These background players may not be flashy, but without them, any plan to restore senior muscle strength is likely to fail. 8. Neuromuscular connection, the bridge between brain and muscle. Most seniors assume they're getting weaker because their muscles are shrinking. But in reality, what often breaks down first is the connection between the brain and muscle, called the neuromuscular junction. When the signals break down, imagine your body as a machine. Your brain is the control center and your muscles are the moving parts. If the connection between them weakens, signals become unclear and slow. The result: slower reflexes, poor coordination, tripping, even on flat ground, a sense of not being in control of your body. This decline happens quietly after age 60 and can't be fixed with diet or weight training alone. How to rebuild that brain-muscle connection. 1. Coordination exercises, a gym for your brain. Beyond lifting weights, seniors need to train their coordination. Try light dancing. It combines muscle coordination, short-term memory, and rhythm. Tai Chi. It enhances neural connections and improves balance. Light table tennis or badminton, excellent for reaction time and neuromuscular connection. These activities don't just strengthen your body, they wake up neural pathways that have gone dormant. 2. Stimulate the vagus nerve. The secret to recovery. The vagus nerve is the communication superhighway between your brain, gut, organs, and muscles. Here are simple ways to activate it daily. Box breathing. Inhale 4s, hold 4s, exhale 4s, pause 4s. Sing, hum, or read poetry out loud. End your shower with cool water to strongly stimulate the vagus nerve. 3. Support neural health with nutrition. Here are some nutrients that boost the brain-muscle connection. Alpha-lipoic acid reduces nerve inflammation and damage. Acetyl L-carnitine helps restore neuromuscular junctions. Vitamin B1 benfotiamine and B12 methylcobalamin improve nerve signaling. Omega-3 increases flexibility in nerve cell membranes. You could have strong, muscular legs, but without clear brain signals, that strength goes unused. On the flip side, even with modest muscle mass, if your brain and muscles communicate well, you can maintain balance, independence, and agility even into your 80s. 9. Real strength comes from progressive resistance training. There's an unspoken truth that many don't address. Gentle exercises alone cannot maintain strength as we age. Many seniors shy away from lifting heavier weights. They're afraid of back pain, falling, or simply believe that walking is enough. But that's like trying to keep a flame alive with a matchstick in the middle of a windstorm. Increasing resistance, telling your body keep this muscle. Progressive resistance training, or PRT, is the only scientifically proven method that builds muscle and burns fat even in people over 80, increases bone density and reduces the risk of fractures, improves insulin sensitivity and lowers blood sugar, boosts serotonin and dopamine, leading to better sleep and mood. A 2021 study from Harvard showed that 80-year-olds can increase muscle mass by up to 35% after just 12 weeks of consistent, progressive training. How do you progress? Resistance isn't just about lifting heavy weights. You can increase the challenge in 3 ways. Increase reps, go from 10 to 12 to 15. Increase resistance. Switch to stronger resistance bands or heavier weights. Increase time under tension. For example, lower the weight slowly over 4 seconds. Hold at the hardest point for 2 seconds. Even if you're training at home with bands or water jugs, the principle still holds. Focus on compound movements, the foundation of strength. Compound exercises are the king of senior strength building because they engage multiple muscle groups at once. Squats strengthen thighs and glutes, helping you rise from a chair. Push-ups or wall push-ups build upper body strength, improving balance and mobility. Bent over rows or resistance band rows strengthen your back, preventing hunching and instability. Don't stress over numbers, form is everything. 5 good reps are better than 15 done with poor technique. Keep a workout journal, you'll surprise yourself. Many seniors feel they're not progressing, when in fact, they've just forgotten how far they've come. Write down your reps, resistance level, and how you felt after each session. This helps you clearly track weekly improvements. Avoid repeating mistakes or skipping key exercises. Stay motivated by seeing your own progress. Practical advice for adults over 65. Start with 2 full-body sessions per week, 30 minutes each. Always warm up thoroughly and follow a structured plan. Never push through pain or dizziness. If you have a chronic condition, consult a doctor or physical therapist first. Strength in older age doesn't come from staying young. It comes from choosing to train consistently and training right. 10. Final inspiration: your body is a long-term investment. When we're young, we tend to ignore the signals from our bodies, assuming we'll bounce back. But in our 60s, 70s, and beyond, every backache, every unsteady step, every sleepless night is a due bill from years of neglect. But here's the good news: your body can still recover if you invest in it wisely. True strength doesn't come from the gym, it comes from daily choices. A solid breakfast with 25 grams of protein. A short resistance band workout or bodyweight exercise. A 30-second cool shower to wake up your nervous system. A warm glass of water before bed instead of a late-night snack. The decision to get up and take a lap around the yard instead of staying seated. Each one is a small deposit, building toward a life of strength, independence, and vitality. You don't have to be perfect, just consistent. If you're tired today, move for just 5 minutes. That's still better than nothing. If your meals weren't ideal, make the next one better. If you've spent 20 years not taking care of your body, it's okay. Because the best day to start is today. So we've just explored one simple yet powerful habit. One that can help older adults restore their muscle strength, rebuild confidence, and reclaim the ability to live independently each day. You might be thinking, is it too late for me to start? But let me remind you, it is never too late to begin again for the sake of your own health. Whether you're 60, 70, or 80 years old, your body is always listening, and it will respond if you take the right action. Every moment you invest in caring for yourself, every gentle stretch, every protein-rich meal, every time you step outside your comfort zone, these are the bricks you lay to build a strong, fulfilling, and independent older life. What did you learn today? Was it the truth about that silent condition called sarcopenia? Was it the power of cold showers, or how to space out protein throughout the day? Or maybe the strength that comes from resistance training, even if you start with the smallest movement. If you found value in this video, please like the video so the algorithm can help it reach more seniors who truly need this. Subscribe to the Senior Healthy Tips 50+ channel, so every week you'll receive new insights to care for yourself or a loved one. Share this video with your parents, grandparents, or friends, because sometimes one timely piece of information can change someone's life forever. And finally, I'd love to hear from you. Have you tried any of these habits already? What results have you seen? Share your story in the comments below, because your words might inspire thousands of other older adults. We can't turn back time, but we can live stronger, more intentionally, and more meaningfully starting today. Thank you for spending your precious time with Senior Healthy Tips 50 today. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, your health in your golden years is the